Hendrick Motorsports will not appeal the Alex Bowman DQ. He's out. Meanwhile, there's a scandal brewing between Joe Gibbs Racing and an unknown team. How's it going, y'all? My name is Eric. Welcome to Out of the Groove. It's something new every day, every hour it feels like. We'll get to the latest in just a moment. First, I gotta tell you about PristineAuction.com. It is the most trusted sports memorabilia and collectibles auction site. Auctions on PristineAuction.com start at just $1, and each day thousands of signed items are available, so you win signed authentic signatures at affordable prices. Every item on PristineAuction.com comes with a certificate of authenticity from the industry's most reputable authenticators. PristineAuction.com is your one-stop shop for NASCAR memorabilia, collectibles, and so much more. Upgrade your collection today and get $10 off when you use registration code ERIC, E-R-I-C. You'll get $10 off your first winning purchase. Thank you to PristineAuction.com for sponsoring the show. Let's begin with Alex Bowman. Alex Bowman was disqualified Sunday night after his number 48 car was found to be too light in post-race inspection. Bowman won a stage, crossed the line 18th at the Charlotte Roval, but was instead credited with a 38th place finish, losing enough points to be eliminated from the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. Fans were quick to point out this incident in Stage 1 where Alex Bowman launched his car off the front stretch turtles. This view from behind the 48 appears to show some debris falling off the car. Was it enough to make the difference in post-race inspection? Was it improperly secured ballast? That itself could be a penalty of some sort. Fans have had lots of questions this week. Late Monday afternoon, Hendrick Motorsports released a statement. Hendrick Motorsports will not appeal the disqualification of the number 48 car following Sunday's race at the Charlotte Roval. NASCAR allows a clear margin to account for the difference in pre- and post-race weight. After a thorough review by our team and the sanctioning body, we simply did not give ourselves enough margin to meet the post-race requirement. Although unintentional, the infraction was avoidable. We are extremely disappointed to lose a playoff spot under these circumstances and apologize to our fans and partners. Unreal. Hendrick Motorsports will not appeal. I'm stunned. Well, so this means it's official. Alex Bowman is out. Let's take a look at the updated round of 8 points. Joey Logano is in, 11 points below the cut line, but he's in. That's all that matters. These are the driver points. The owner's points have changed as well. Tyler Reddick, the 45 car, is now in the owner's championship. This disqualification has major ramifications. Joey Logano's drive for a third Cup Series championship is still alive. Alex Bowman is out. Shockingly. I am stunned that Hendrick Motorsports is not appealing this penalty. I really am, especially considering their recent track record. I joked about this earlier, but last year they got 400 points restored thanks to the appeals process. The year before that, remember William Byron was penalized for spinning Denny Hamlin out under caution at Texas, was docked 25 points during the playoffs. Hendrick appealed and got those points restored. With that kind of winning record, might as well give it a shot, but I guess Hendrick Motorsports really felt they had no case, and I can't say I blame them. Earlier this year, Justin Haley was disqualified at COTA, another road course, after failing to meet minimum weight in post-race tech. Rick Ware Racing did not appeal that penalty. I think there was one other weight-related penalty in the next-gen era. I could be wrong. Brad Keselowski at Martinsville a couple years ago was disqualified. They didn't appeal either. So it sounds to me like minimum weights are a black and white rule, and the teams accept full responsibility when they fail post-race tech. Hendrick says this was an unintentional error, but if I'm Blake Harris, the number 48 team, why even make it close? I guess it's easy for me to ask these questions sitting here in my apartment with no engineering degree, no real-world mechanical experience, but Alex Bowman entered the Roval plus 26. We know he's great at Charlotte. He's never finished outside the top 10 at the Charlotte Roval. Why push the envelope? If there was ever a race to play it safe err on the conservative side, it would be Alex Bowman at the Charlotte Roval plus 26 points. There is no reason to force it, to push the issue, to risk overstepping. I'm shocked. I am floored that, one, the disqualification happened, and two, that Hendrick doesn't feel they should appeal it. I get that it's important to find every little advantage you can. I mean, Denny Hamlin on Action's Detrimental this week weighed in on how important weight and center of gravity are to a team's performance. He said, quote, "Weight is certainly advantageous at all racetracks. If you're lighter, it's an advantage at all racetracks. There's a number to it on how much per lap it's faster. Let's just pretend that he's 10 pounds underweight. That's just a random number, 10 pounds. My guess is that it's probably 0.01, 0.02 seconds per lap faster than if you put the 10 pounds in it." Hamlin admits he could be a little off on that, but those numbers aren't nothing. In a long race, long run, lap after lap after lap, every hundredth of a second matters. I get that teams have to be aggressive, but again, if there was ever a race to be a little more conservative, it's Alex Bowman at the Charlotte Roval. Maybe him driving over those curbs also played a factor here, and Hendrick just felt they couldn't prove it. I don't know. All I can say is that I'm still stunned that Alex Bowman is out. Take out the 38th place finish at the Roval, Alex Bowman has the second best average finish in these playoffs. Remember that opening round? He earned more points than anyone. Alex Bowman has been fantastic the past 6 weeks. Alex Bowman, the driver, deserved to move on to the round of 8, but the team, maybe, circumstances, let him down. That's hard to swallow, especially if you're an Alex Bowman fan. I'm shocked Hendrick Motorsports isn't at least trying to appeal, but I guess they're realists at the end of the day. Let's move on. A major story is developing, first reported on by Jenna Fryer of the Associated Press. I'll link her article down in the description below. Jenna Fryer broke the news this week that a Joe Gibbs Racing engineer allegedly shared proprietary setup information with a rival NASCAR Cup Series team. She reports that NASCAR is aware of the issue, but they won't discuss the matter publicly because no team has filed an official complaint. According to the Associated Press, NASCAR has heard that one team with no cars in the playoffs paid a Joe Gibbs Racing engineer cash in exchange for private setup information. Hooey, this could end up being a massive scandal, especially if JGR files an official complaint, files a lawsuit. At some point, NASCAR will likely have to get involved here. We don't know who the team is that allegedly paid for Joe Gibbs Racing setups, but I do have a guess. A clip of Ty Gibbs from a couple months ago has resurfaced today. In this clip, Ty Gibbs suggests Austin Dillon cheated to win the Richmond fall race. He told Bob Pockrass, quote, "I definitely question where they, the 3 team, got all that speed from, right? They haven't been running good at all. Now suddenly they're super fast. So I'm definitely curious about that." I didn't read much into those comments at the time. Ty Gibbs can be kind of snarky, and at the time, he was battling Austin Dillon and Kyle Busch for a playoff spot. I chalked that up to gamesmanship, playing games through the media, trying to psych out your competition. But now that we have new information, some added context, I'm not going to allege anything. I don't have any hard evidence. It would be irresponsible of me to do something like that. But I go back to August. Kyle Busch has an average finish this year of 17.7. For 6 races immediately following the Olympic break, including that Richmond race, Kyle Busch had an average finish of 5.4. And his teammate Austin Dillon had led 0 laps all year until that Richmond race following the Olympic break. He led 35. It's sus. That's all I can say. Highly suspect. I'm not trying to throw around allegations here. Again, I have No hard evidence. We could be way wrong on this. Richard Childress Racing may have absolutely nothing to do with this scandal. Maybe Legacy Motor Club, the way they've struggled, got desperate. I don't know. Could be someone else. Could be anyone. Could be anything. I don't mean to throw around any sort of allegations without hard proof. It's just sus. It's a little suspicious. That's all I can say. It does sound like this is common knowledge throughout the NASCAR garage. The AP knows about it. NASCAR says they're aware of it. Jenna Fryer in this article cites multiple team officials from different teams. It sounds like much of the industry is aware of this scandal, and we'll see if it brews into something much bigger. Will Joe Gibbs Racing take legal action against whatever team stole their information? Do they have enough evidence to go after whichever team may have stolen their information? What happens to the employee in this case? This could get very, very interesting very, very soon. Wild story. Again, first reported by the Associated Press. Link to Fryer's full article down in the description below. Interesting stuff. Very interesting, for sure. That's all I've got for today, folks. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. While you're down there, hit that subscribe button. We discuss the latest NASCAR news, rumors, race recaps, and so much more every single day. Big thank you to my Patreon supporters. I will talk to you again soon. Have a great rest of your day, folks. Take care.